We're gonna make a nice little baby. Here, Brave Writer, Good and Beautiful. Put them together, boom. It's that time of year again, but you are here to see my curriculum picks for the 2020-2021 school year. That's really hard to say. Have you guys been able to do that? 2020-2021, so hard to say. I have other videos of what I picked for my kindergartner and for my second grader. I also made a video on what I'm doing for our group studies for our Bible, History, Science, Geography video. You can check those out. And in this video, I will be sharing with you what I'm using with my oldest. And she is 9.5 right now. She'll be 10 in October. And before we go on, we're going to talk about grade levels. So story time. My daughter has a fall birthday. When she was starting school, when she was younger, I really struggled with like when to start her for kindergarten and all those things because she was really starting to read when she was 4 years old. Ever since then, she hasn't really followed the regular grade levels. I find that she kind of changes over in her grade level work in January instead of in August. So at this point right now, this is June, she is like halfway through her 4th grade year. So she's not quite where regular 4th graders would be right now, but she's not quite ready for the 5th grade level work. So she is right in that middle area. But that's what the great thing about homeschooling is to be able to go at her pace. She doesn't have to sit and wait for other kids in a 4th grade classroom next year, or she doesn't have to feel like she's running behind on other 5th graders if I were to push her ahead in a public school. The point is I can be flexible with her grade level right now and I don't have to give it a level number, but if you're looking for something that will work for a 4th grader or a 5th grader, these I think could all work. So that's why I put that there. Without further ado, let's get into what we are doing for this school year. With math, mainly because it's where I started with my 2nd grader, but my lovely daughter, she loves foxes, by the way. Look at this lovely fox. She has been doing math lessons for living education for the past 3 years. She, like, as you can see, she's not quite finished with her level 4 book. So she is just going to finish that up. We'll start that in a few weeks and we're gonna keep doing this through the summer. And then as soon as she's done with this book, I really am not sure where we're going to go next. So I think after book 4, I am going to be doing something different for math. I've read some more reviews on math lessons for living education and I'm not sure, not really what I'm looking for her in math. We'll see, I might end up sticking with it. Unfortunately, I did find a great math curriculum that I love, but they don't have a 5th grade level for it yet. So they do have the kindergarten through 2nd grade, but they don't have the other stuff yet. So I'm gonna have to find something else that I hope will work well for her. The main problem I found with this book is that there were some concepts, especially in division and when it got to fractions, that they did not explain well enough. So they explained it pretty short and concise, and then she didn't get it or understand it fully, and I had to come in and I might have messed it up for her. I was just not teaching it very well. I was like, you just do this and that's it. Like, that's how we did it in school. And bottom line is she just would not get it. So I found online on YouTube a channel called Math Antics, and they explain math so well. Like, it's entertaining, interesting, and intriguing. It keeps your attention, but it also explains it really well. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's it. That's what I meant to say. What I've been doing is if there's any concept she comes across in this book, I just have her watch the Math Antics video and it just explains it really well. So we might just keep using Masterbooks along with the videos on YouTube, or I'm gonna have to find something else. So we'll see. Language arts. Buckle up, guys. We've got a lot to discuss here. I like language arts. Teaching language arts is one of my strengths. I did go to school for that. I also don't like being boxed in with one curriculum. I like to be able to kind of build my own framework or I like to be able to have a framework and then kind of take my own twist from there. We did have a really good year with the Good and the Beautiful language arts. I just had her do the workbook and we used our own books for reading that she decided on. But I also really enjoy the things that Brave Writer puts out. So I like her writing projects from Brave Writer. I like their dart and arrow guides, their literature reading guides. So I'm going to combine my 2 favorite things and I'm super excited and I think it's gonna be beautiful. We're gonna make a nice little baby. Here, Brave Writer, Good and Beautiful together. Boom. So the Good and Beautiful just came out with their new edition of level 3 and it looks awesome. but my daughter tested to be able to jump to level 4, and I'm not sure what to do about that. But unfortunately, she just finished level 2, and I think there's gonna be a few things in level 3 that she might miss. So I'm so thankful Good and the Beautiful is available online for free. So I'm going to download and print off the lessons I think she needs in order to get into level 4. And we'll go through that in just maybe 6 to 8 weeks and do level 3 that way. And I plan to focus on the grammar and the spelling lessons from them. So we will be doing that with the Good and the Beautiful. As far as reading goes, we're going to use the new Dart guides that Brave Writer just came out with, which is going to be perfect because these are books that are suggested for 8-year-olds to 10-year-olds. And so that will match her really well along with her younger brother. And we can do that all together. So we really love the Read Aloud guides from Brave Writer. We did Tale of Despero last year and it was amazing. It was so good. It helped us talk about really great things, discuss a lot of the themes from the book, the characters, and I really liked what Julie Bogart does with those guides. So we're going to use that for our Read Alouds this year. As far as writing goes, I have the Partnership for Writing packet from Brave Writer as well. And we did several of those assignments and projects last year, but we didn't finish the whole thing. And Julie has mentioned like that's kind of how it works. You don't have to do it all in 1 year, and that's okay. And it is for 8 to 10-year-olds as well. So we're going to finish up what we didn't do in that writing project packet. My daughter and I really love this writing program because instead of getting a workbook and it's saying read the passage and write about it afterwards, it's more real life writing and like having a reason for writing, where the writing is almost secondary from the project, but the writing is happening and there's a purpose for the writing, and she really likes that. She does so much better with that. Some of the examples include like making a family timeline, making your own magazine, creating your own country, and then writing out the different governments for it and things like that. I really like Brave Writer when it comes to that because my daughter really does struggle with writing. When you tell her just to write something, she's just like, nope, not gonna do it. But if you say, hey, let's do this project together, and she ends up writing because of it, then she's all for it. She will do that a whole lot more. So I'm excited to see her grow in her writing this year. So I know I just listed off a ton of things for her language arts for this year, but if you would like to see a specific video on how I do that and how I make this work on a daily and weekly basis, I will be coming out with that soon. So let me know in the comments if you'd like to hear more about that, and I will definitely show you how I make these two curriculums come together. Handwriting is the next thing, and my daughter has been doing, oh, where's my book? There it is. My daughter has been doing handwriting level 4 from the Good and the Beautiful, and this is the new edition. She did the last edition last year, but I looked at the newer edition and I was like, let's do level 4 again. It couldn't hurt. So it's been really helpful in helping her practice her cursive writing, and she does like this book. She's not quite done with it, so we're just going to finish this level 4 book, and then after that I will have her do copy work for her handwriting. She will be able to copy our Bible verse that we do every week and copy it in cursive, and then even our copy work for the Dart guides with our language arts and spelling. Like, she's gonna have writing everywhere, so I don't really want to throw in another book for her once she finishes this handwriting book. So I think we're gonna be able to simplify that a little bit, and I think that will help a lot. I'm going to talk about art, and I'm talking about art with her because my daughter has huge interest in art and STEM as well. So in our homeschooling days, I'd like to include opportunities for her to explore those interests. As far as art goes, I want to include some You Are an Artist lessons from Nana. I think that's her name, I believe. She has some video lessons for chalk drawing. We also have a local friend who does chalk drawing. So, hey, Shanti, we would like to do some more chalk drawing and have her have time to focus on that as well. There's also that YouTube channel Art for Kids Hub, and they have some great drawing lessons on there as well that I'm going to include once a week with all my kiddos, because my second grader and my kindergartner love doing those as well. So we're going to include lots of art and time for drawing and painting and doing chalk all throughout our week. Thank you so much for watching. Those are my picks for my oldest child. And if you have any questions about any curriculum I've listed, please let me know in the comments. Please, I know that was a lot, but I'm glad you stuck through the whole thing. So good for you. Give yourself an applause, give yourself a pat in the back. I know that was a lot. So I'm glad you're here. And if you are a new homeschool mom or dad or grandma, I have a resource for you that is coming out. It is my step-by-step guide on how to get started homeschooling. It's called Ready, Set, Homeschool. So look for that link in the description box below. I've also got a free printable planning pack that comes with that if you purchase the ebook. So check that out in the box below. And that's it for now. I love you guys. I kind of love you, I guess. I love you all. Have a great day. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Stay tuned I hate saying that.